As social media grows in popularity and ubiquity, there are many opportunities growing in the space of advertisement. There is a clear growing market for advertisements on most social media platforms. As television and legacy media struggle with audience retention, social media companies are improving their algorithms to maintain audience engagement and keep people scrolling. My name is Aaron Francis, and I will be briefly discussing our group's research topic. In preparing our research project, one social media site that caught our attention was Instagram. Instagram has a long history of adapting with the times and hosts a variety of posting methods, all which serve different advertising purposes. Our initial questions stemmed from the concept of effectiveness of the ads served via Instagram. The above graphic, provided by AdStage, serves to illustrate the different forms of advertising possible on Instagram. Each of these post variations are all traditional Instagram post methods and help to embed advertisements in the feeds of users. We plan to conduct surveys to track the use and effectiveness of Instagram ads amongst Cal State Fullerton students. In preparation for this research project, we conducted an interview, and I will now pass you along to Noah, who will discuss the findings of said interview.
Hello, my name is Noah Ramos. I will be going over the interview we had with Professor Ju-Pak. Professor Ju-Pak has worked as a professor in the Department of Communications for many years and has had an extensive experience in marketing and advertising. Our interview consisted of questions regarding the use of algorithms of targeted advertising in social media, specifically on Instagram. Professor Ju-Pak provided us her professional opinions in response to our interview questions and provided insight on how to improve the survey for our audience in our qualitative research. During this interview, the professor asked us not to record her responses over Zoom or audio recording, so I will be going over what my associates and I transcribed. In the first question, we asked Professor Ju-Pak if she was familiar with Instagram, the social media platform. She stated that she was quite familiar with it, but was not a heavy user of it. She used other things such as YouTube and LinkedIn. In the second question, we asked the professor, do you believe social media is a dependable media vehicle for advertising? The professor responded with, they certainly have the power to influence people's minds and actions of the consumer. The problem is if and to what degree they put consumer privacy concerns at the center of what they do. Continuing from that response, we asked the professor, do you think it is morally right to use people's data to improve advertising algorithms? She said yes, as long as they are not deceptive in the practice and do so with the user's consent, and no if they place their business concerns ahead of my consumer privacy. They may have the power and temptation to manipulate consumer behavior without the consumer's knowledge. Next, we asked the professor, what do you believe to be disadvantages of social media advertising? She responded with, most ads are not creative. They're irritating and interruptive. Social media ads are in their primitive stage and do not compare to TV ads in their creativity. They try to monetize every information they collect about me. They don't seem to have much regard to my needs or with my privacy. I get bombarded with too many ads and we don't need to be asked too often. It just creates too much clutter. As we mentioned before, social media platforms like Instagram use algorithms to target their users and allow brands to distribute ads across different users. Do you believe this strategy to be invasive or convenient? The professor responded with, it is difficult to draw a line. It is more often than not invasive. When the ad served up to me is relevant to the content I am browsing, I may consider the ad informative and convenient at times. In conclusion, we received incredible feedback from Professor Ju-Pak, and we will use her professional opinions and insight of social media advertising to assist in our survey and propel our hypothesis that social media advertising may be considered too invasive, especially with the use of algorithms. At the end of our interview, we thanked the professor for her time and knowledge, and at the end we collaborated together on our notes and thoughts on our current research.